Ladies and gentlemen, I'm NoGuy21. Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zehir. I'm gonna have to get used to doing the intro again. Oh boy. Last time, well, we made characters, we formed a party, and I just realized that the exiled outcasts, sorry, bleh. My mind is putting words in the wrong place. Makes a tiny little acronym called TO. I just realized that. It was not intentional, trust me. Anyway. Thanks to the main campaign of Neverwinter Nights 2, this adventuring party is now essentially on a job thanks to good old Volo. Everyone on this boat is practically dead. Because there's no way this is gonna go poorly for just us. It's gonna go poorly for everybody. I got a feeling the vigilance not gonna last long at sea. Okay, so we put ourselves on the passenger manifesto, leveled up to level 4, or the racial equivalent, because we have an Asmar and Drow in our party. This is gonna be so weird. Anyway, first order of business is what is the first order of business? Journal. The only thing completed is a tutorial on the party conversation system of this expansion. Nice! I guess we could start talking to our employer, so let's talk to Volo.
Now a storm brewing. This is more exciting than the time I found a rare scorpion in my boot. This trip has been quite the adventure.
You're quite the cheery one, aren't you?
It's in my nature. As an author, one must learn to see setbacks as advantages of a different variety. And this trip, well, it has been rather full of setbacks, wouldn't you say? Why, the other day I was about to sit down to a delicious bowl of soup. And my word, I saw a pod of dolphins leaping through the water nearby. I was distracted and someone took my bowl. The soup within turned out to have gone bad. So, such a shame, but I'm grateful to those dolphins for saving me with their majesty. Reminds me of earlier when I had to leap out of the way of a maddened pelican, and a crate slipped from a rope and crashed where I had just been.
That sounds suspicious.
You think so? In my experience, sea travel has always been hazardous. It could be I have offended her in some way. She is such a temperamental, I mean, magnificent goddess of the vast ocean. Good traveler, I'll strive to make amends to the goddess, but probably after this storm, don't you think? In the meantime, I should likely get below decks, as should you.
Remember what I said about Volo being a walking clusterfuck? I was not kidding. He's a fucking trouble magnet. Adventurer's Guide.
I want things battened down tight! Storm's coming and I want nothing loose, or I'll let Master Kajin have the cat loose on you, mind?
What? What the fuck does that even mean? I don't speak sailor. This tome looks as been much used over the years, judging by the varied penmanship evident throughout its many dog-eared and dirt-stained pages. A number of different writers have contributed to it over the years. Browse for useful information. A brief search of the book yields the following tips while it might be useful in your journey. Holy shit.
Saldi, Queen of the Depths seems to like you, all right. How about you give Umberly a quick prayer? See if she'll be willing to let this gale slip by us, huh?
I'm gonna be hearing that, aren't I? What the fuck is retiring? Oh my god, I get experience for this crap. Oh, that's just being rude.
Up that rigging, you layabouts! I don't want anything flapping free when we're amidships in a gale!
You can choose to retire from your adventures at any time. To do this, you open the player menu and choose retire. What? Wait, what? You can just cut off the campaign midway through?
Looks like Talos and Umberly aim to have a nice big fight brewing, trapping us in the middle like they do.
I won't be surprised with those two. Considering they're both gods of the sea, they tend to be very competitive with one another. When you retire, you will receive an ending based on your party's progress in the game. To receive the most detailed ending, you must complete the game.
Up, you bilge rats!
It's recommended that you
Trim
save the
those
game
sails!
before retiring,
Let's
in
see
case
if
you
we
change your
can't
mind.
get a good run on this gale before it hits us. Show it some stern for a while.
Well, that's interesting to know. I never figured that. Okay, how about resting? Resting will replenish your hit points, spells, and abilities. You can rest either on the overworld
Eye
map
on
or
the
by renting a room for the
horizon there,
innkeeper in a
Master
tavern.
Cajun. Don't like the look of that storm.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. To rest on the overworld map, click the 10 icon on the bottom of the screen. You can also press the keyboard shortcut R. When you rest on the overland map, not overworld, there is a chance you will be attacked by a hostile encounter.
Nice.
Resting on certain terrain is more dangerous than others, and the more often you rest on the overland map, the more likely you are to face an encounter. Fair enough. Holy shit, we're actually getting into more detailed mechanics here? Raising the dead. Fallen party members can be brought to life via the raised dead or resurrection spells. If you don't have a character capable of casting these spells, a
Eyes
cleric
on the
in
rigging,
one of
not
the
on
many
the
temples
sky.
throughout the game will
Wave
happily
render
provide you
will
with
do
a
or
service
will with us
for a
no matter
price.
where you're
Holy
looking.
shit,
So
we're
keep your
actually
wits
getting to
about
proper
you.
mechanics. What the fuck? You can also purchase coins of life from these temples to carry with you on your travels. However, each coin is capable of raising the dead only once.
Lucia,
Oh boy, I'm in for a rough time, aren't I?
Don't need one rotten and breaking on us like before.
Combat strategy? When faced with a challenging fight, be sure your party is well rested and at full hit points. Be sure your characters are all equipped with their best available weapons and armor. Prevent having rogues and mages engage in one-on-one combat, having them assist with spells and sneak attacks. Try to focus all your attacks on one point at a time. If all else fails, press the escape key, select game options, click the gameplay tab, and set the difficulty easy. Fuck you! The day I have to do that is the day where I make some stupid decisions. And I mean really stupid decisions. Missile weapons? Yeah. Some of the stuff we already know. Attacking, blah blah blah. Combat basics. We already know this crap. Prestige classes, here we go. Prestige classes are special classes that require you to meet certain requirements before you can choose them. Prestige classes offer new abilities that are not available to other classes. No shit. When you level up your characters, you'll see a number of classes, some of them grayed out. Select one of the grayed out classes and examine its requirements. If you wish to qualify for prestige classes, help to plan out what skills and abilities you choose for your character to meet the requirements of the prestige class. Okay, let's just keep going. Let's just go from the top now. Several tutorials will appear during your adventures, yada yada yada. Movement, yada yada yada. Inventory, blah blah blah. Journal, player menu, a typical party. Here we go. A typical adventuring party consists of a fighter, a cleric, a wizard, and a rogue. Each of these classes all feature skills and spells which will help the party's survival. For example, the fighter in his heavy armor can stand toe-to-toe with monsters. The cleric can cast spells to heal wounds. The wizard can damage or disable groups of enemies from afar. And the rogue can disarm traps and pick stubborn locks. The basic of the basic. It's practically a fucking stereotype and trope at this point. Party members, yada yada yada. Party members will follow you and fight by your side. Party members are listed in the portraits on the right side of the screen. Click on a party member's portrait to control that character. You can add and remove party members by using the guest book available at every tavern. Indeed! We can kick people out at our own leisure, finally. Cohorts. Cohorts are characters that you will meet in your journey that you can convince to join your party. Some cohorts will only join you in exchange for gold. Other cohorts may only join you after you have completed a quest for them. Certain cohorts will only join you temporarily. Cohorts that you recruited can be added or removed from the party either by talking to them or by using the guest book available at any tavern. To talk to a cohort that is in your party, hold down Shift and click on them and choose Talk from the menu. Hang on for a second. Okay. I thought I could cheat my way to a basic menu, but nope. Puppet mode. Puppet mode is a behavior mode available for players who don't want their characters to engage in combat or use spells on their own. Puppet mode is accessible from the behavior tab, blah blah blah. Essentially, turn off enemy AI.
Look alive,
Turn
you
off
lovers!
Passengers
on deck!
Turn off party AI. and you can have full control over what they do. Memorizing spells, we know this. Quick cast, we know. Looting chest containers, we know. Opening locks, we know. Detecting and disarming traps, we know. What does it say about sleight of hand? Picking pockets requires a character with a sleight of hand skill, such as a rogue. To pick someone's pockets, move your mouse over them, blah blah blah. Merchants are the best targets of the sleight of hand skill, as they almost always have gold or items on them. The talented pickpocket can swipe money and items from the many vendors you will encounter in your travels. Too bad we're shit at pickpocketing. Stores.
Steady sailing, Captain.
Gating levels. Remember, when in doubt to how low up your character, the recommended button will always suggest a good option. Well, thanks for that nifty little bit of XP farming. Let's see here. Talk to the crew.
I want things battened down tight. Storm's coming, and I want nothing loose, or I'll let Master Kajin have the cat loose on you, mind?
Hey, Captain, can you shut the fuck up?
Welcome back, traveler. Did you have a look at that passenger manifest?
We did? Okay, so in order to progress, we need to head below deck. Got it. Let's talk to some other people. Okay, you're not gonna have an interesting conversation with me?
Storm brewing. And did the captain say we're nearly at Samargol? Oh, dear. I hope we can get there all right.
Well, aren't you a...
I better see those hatches battened down. Tight, lads and lasses.
I'm not in a talking mood right now.
You must be seasick, then. First mate.
Greetings, passengers.
Okay, you have nothing worthwhile to say. Ulgir.
Saldi, Queen of the Depths seems to like you, all right. How about you give Umberly a quick prayer? See if she'll be willing to let this gale slip by us, huh?
After Joaquin died from that soup, I've been afraid to eat anything.
Got a job to do.
You're not the second mate. You're the helmsman. Get your proper job title correctly.
Up that rigging, you layabouts!
This shouldn't be so frayed.
Free when we're a
Better
big
add
ship
this
to
to
the
the list
gale.
of weird things happening on the ship lately.
Okay.
Don't know who to blame for all this stuff that's been going wrong. The Maid of Misfortune or the Sea Queen. But Bishaba or Umberly. Don't think even the Vigilant can take much more of this.
Looks like Talos and Umberly aim to have a nice big fight brewing, trapping us in the middle like they do.
Well, we can't get into any more conversations, so to the below decks, and let's have Volo's luck strike once again!
Up, you bilge rats!
You
Trim
go
those
below decks,
sails.
rest through the coming
Let's
storm.
see if we can't get a good run on this gale afore it hits us. Show it some stern for a while.
Oh, this ain't gonna be good.
Greetings, kind readers. I must congratulate you on your impeccable taste in acquiring this volume. Clearly you have an eye for quality, even if you are, somehow, not familiar with the name Volothamp Gedon. Though it has been some time since I delivered to you my last guide, fault entirely lies with my old friend and editor Elminster, who deemed my complete guide to the behavior of nymphs too naughty for print. I feel this tale you hold before you now perhaps my most important work yet.
I'd read it.
It began as I was journeying on the noble ship the Vigilant, traveling from the Sword Coast to the distant and exotic land of Samarak. A great storm began to gather. Captain Lastry assured the passengers that this storm was no match for the stalwart Vigilant. But Lastry's confidence evaporated when her second mate took the ship's wheel and cried out that it would not return. The captain herself tried vainly to right the error, but the storm threw her aside, knocking her unconscious. At the same time, a cry of terror sounded out as a sailor fell from the rigging into the frothing sea, and the shout of a leak came from below decks. It seemed certain that the Vigilant had been sabotaged, its rudder broken, its rigging shredded, its hull cracked. Helpless to turn against the grip of the storm, the vessel raced headlong toward the jagged coast of Samarak. Desperate to survive the looming fatal impact, The crew of the once proud Vigilant now scrambled to escape the doomed ship. I found myself on a lifeboat shortly after the incident, and in the chaos, the world went dark. When I woke again, it was on the sandy shores of Shipwrecked, and the beginning of a new adventure.
Well, Bull's looking strong.
What else? Ellenport doesn't have you, huh? The crew tried, but couldn't get you to a lifeboat. You were in the rear of the ship when it broke apart. All the others then perished. You're lucky to be alive. Some gods probably got their eye on you.
I don't know about that, but what just happened?
It was just as tough a storm as the captain expected. That's not the half of it. The Vigilant didn't respond when the second mate tried to steer it, so Lastry tried, to no avail. In fact, the storm flung her aside when she tried. Knocked her out cold.
Ah, I thought she had fared better considering her speech. I paid a pretty penny for her supposed skill.
What are those creatures over there?
Well, I'm afraid to say it, but that looks to be our welcome. Friendly bunch, eh?
Now's no time for humor, you great idiot. They took the captain and the first mate, and we're next!
Easy, lads. We don't know that for certain. They took the captain, true, but they could be trying to negotiate with us.
Sure they were. But, what have they been doing this whole time?
When we crashed, they set upon the first boat to reach the shore, carted away all the people in it. But since, they've just been gathering there, observing us. Perhaps we've crashed near their home. I'm the most worldly one here. I've got experience on my side. I'll attempt to parley with them, see if I can get back their prisoners. While I'm chatting, you all will have time to search through the debris for whatever weapons you can find.
And here we have our first instance of the dialogue tree system in action. Actually, hell, practically everyone has something to say here. Really? Polo, what will you do should your negotiations result in combat?
Well, as much as I don't enjoy entertaining the thought, I suppose I'll attempt to scrounge for any goods I can find.
I'll assist you if the need arises, of course.
Oh, very defensible positions in the area.
Wise thought. I'm no disciple of the Red Knight, but I think if we engage the Batiri here, we can keep the folks with spells and ranged weapons up on the hill behind us.
Would any of you like to head up there now?
Have you dealt with these creatures before?
I cannot say I have. It sounds like they speak a rather simple dialect of Goblin, and while I have heard that they are rather fearsome, I do consider myself quite a good shot.
Right, very well. Go to your negotiations, Bolo.
Then I shall. Duly warned you, should it appear that the creatures are soon to attack, but hopefully such a thing will not come to pass.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Death and dying work differently in storms of here from what you may be accustomed to. Oh no, really? I had no idea. When one of your party members reaches 0 hit points, they fall unconscious. You cannot use them again unless you heal them with a healing kit or spell to cure light wounds. When a party member goes below 0 hit points, they will be dying. Ooh. And their hit points will gradually decrease unless they are healed. Healing a dying party member will stabilize them, which keeps them from gradually losing hit points. When a dying character loses half of their total hit points or more, they'll be dead. Dead party members can be brought to life with a coin of life, over spells such as Raise Dead. If you do not have either of these, then you can go to a temple of Joaquin located in most major towns to purchase healing services and items. We are going to need that. Okay, before Volo decides to get himself killed, or at least us killed, we need to find some debris. There's some debris over there, and all the way back here. Okay.
Very well.
And seeing as how good old Blood Edge here has the highest crafting skill of weapons, it makes sense for him to start making stuff. Debris from the ship lures the ground. You know, several implements in the pile which could be useful. Improvised club. We can search to the pile to find more valuable items. See if we can find something more. You find a wand tucked away in between the pages of a book. Alright. Retrieve a board from the pile to use the improvised club. Fashion a rust spear from the debris.
Fall in behind me here.
Well. Some Drac, Mac, Ka.
Rock. Karuru Moge. Nuche.
Craft weapon, craft a sling, or fashion a proper bandage from the sails. Hero skill +3.
Oh my. You should start backing up, everyone.
Darmo. Nuchek Sintoku Nuyen.
Craft a sling.
Now's not the time for retreat, friends. Please.
Are you sure it's not the time for retreat? Oh, that's why. It's a battle upon us! Great. Hang on for a second. Let's see, we have 1 coin of life.
What?
Whoa, books out the ass. Oh, cool, it's a recipe book. What is this? A wand of missiles. Solomon can hold that. Wow, I'm gonna fuck that up for a while. She's got a weapon.
Just follow me and stay close.
He's got a weapon. He's got a weapon.
Stay close and step where I step.
Anything in the shrub? Nothing right now. Oh, this is good. Well, so far, Blood Edge is doing his job. And I'm gonna sneak attack by punching him in the kidneys.
You will regret it.
Wait, I'm doing 13 damage on my punching? What the fuck? Why am I doing so much on my punching? Oh yeah, sneak attacks.
Perhaps a more simple dialect of common will do the trick.
Gee, you think? Well,
Greasy friend. We did not understand well. Do not mean
find a short sword. Most buried beneath the sand. Excellent.
Rock Moja.
Discern the origins of the bottle. Healing drops.
Yes, no harm, peace, no hurt.
But you had hurt. No more hurt. Rock.
But we...
Very
Friend?
well.
Now his baby picking up.
Here you go, Solomon. Have a club in case you run out of bullets.
Perhaps so.
At least I have a proper weapon this time.
You wish hurt. You get hurt. Ah!
Can't we talk? Close talking is just about stuff.
Volo, you're an asshole. Ow. And I immediately get totem sickening? What the fuck does that mean? Where the hell did that dinosaur go? Well, that went better.
Very well. I shall announce our displeasure in no uncertain terms.
Yeah, you go do that. Oh, this is just going on fantastically.
You just follow me and stay close.
That'll work for now. Used our advantages wisely
You have
here.
with me?
Fall in behind
Perhaps so.
me here.
Give her kits. Give her to the one who has a better healing skill.
Yes.
Actually gonna wheel, huh?
Perhaps so.
Stay back, my friend.
What?
They provoke them.
What?
You're worried about us provoking them. Well, start talking, Volo, you fucking mastermind. Attempt to discern if the herbs have medicinal properties. Oh, great, healing kit.
Stay close. And step where I step.
Shiny object. Hey, Volo. I think your, way of talking isn't working so well. Ooh, point of light. None of us have a useful craft alchemy skill, so more healer's kits, please.
What?
Okay. Volo, how are those negotiations going? Not too well, considering the priest that was with us is dead.
Stay back, my friend. Sorry, friend. They provoke them.
Well, get to it, Volo. Unless the game decided to... That was bound to happen eventually. Fucking son of a bitch.
You just follow me and stay close.
Smite Evil has been used. There's still spells haven't been used. Has your healing hands been used? Ah, Shipwrecked survivor. You managed to survive a shipwreck, so the few others can claim. Funny. Neat. No, you have not used Lay on Hands. What Divine Grace? Okay. Okay, either the game is glitched out, which is most likely, or... Okay, you know what, Volo? Fuck you. You ain't negotiating anymore.
Stay back, my friend. They provoke them.
Yeah, sure. There we go.
You will regret that.
I just had to get close. Fuck you, crits. Sneak attack. Oh, it feels so good to kill things in one shot. It's a good thing you guys can't hit for crud. Nice to see that great axe going useful here. Animated battery corpse, huh? Well, that turned into something. Where'd Volo go?
Well, that was invigorating. In a fear of impending doom sort of way. And it seems we finally attracted the attention of some more kindly inclined locals.
Really? They don't look kind to me.
Halt! We are Samargol's elite guard. You're under arrest.
Or not.
What?
Friends, please. Tragedy has caused us to crash here, and we've lost many brave souls. I've been sent to speak with Sasani, a merchant of some renown, who...
A likely story. You could have heard that name in passing. You have no proof you know her.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Oh, you think so? Perhaps we should remove a few of your fingers. See how funny you find it. Or maybe just your head.
Stay your hand, Elite. This rabble may yet reveal some interesting information to us before they perish.
Then, by the order of the High Phantasmage, you are to be placed under arrest and escorted to our capital city of Samargol for processing. If you really believe this Sasani is expecting you, outsider, she can find you in prison. Cleric, raise the fallen. Death cannot save anyone, not until a proper interrogation. Take what you need from the dead. Let nothing escape our sight.
Oh, this is just great. Volvo, what did you just get ourselves into, you fucking sack of shit?
Sorry, friend. Give me a moment.
Oh, dear. This isn't working out well, is it?
What's your first clue? Patrol, 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 patrol.
You able to walk proper, foreign dog? Stumble or fall on the way to Samargol, and you'll wish we'd left you for the battalion.
Very well.
Better hope you can find someone to speak for your innocence, outsiders. Else you'll rot in the prisons of Samargol. March!
Just great. We shipwrecked off the coast of an island, and we immediately get arrested after being attacked by tribals. Sounds legit. Sounds typical. Volvo, I swear to God, if your so-called contact doesn't come through,
Reporting for duty,
I'm
Captain.
gonna rip your fucking face off.
At ease, Elite. What's all this rabble behind you?
We've investigated the shore. There was a shipwreck and some hostile natives. We managed to pacify the natives and return with these prisoners.
Pacified? Well, that's a rather diplomatic word for it. Are you going to pacify us too?
Is that a threat, foreigner? If so, your pacification can most certainly be arranged.
Thank you, my old friend.
However, you there, I recognize you. Speak up.
Ah, yes, good man. My fame has even spread here. I am the writer Volotham Gedon. I've traveled here to see Sasana, a merchant of some renown.
He wasn't pointing at you, Volo.
I wasn't pointing at you, foreigner. Although, actually, I do recognize you from an illustration in one of your books. You looked younger. Master Luare, you are he, am I correct? You work for Mistress Sasani, is that right?
It is, Captain, and that man Volo is my responsibility as well.
Is everybody gonna come by and be cleaned by people around here?
Certainly, we apologize for arresting these men wrongfully, Lady Sasani. But how did you know that...
You would insult me by presuming my intelligence and scrying skills are less than the pitiful powers of those you work for? Your superiors will hear of this, assuredly.
Never, milady. Guards, release Master Volo and Luare to the care of Lady Sasani at once.
Is nobody listening to me when I speak?
Sir, what about the rest of this rabble? What's to be done with them?
They could well be spies or filthy Yuan-Ti. Best to kill them just to be sure.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, these gods are incompetent as all hell. Okay, let's try this. My lady Sasani, these guards are obviously incompetent. Might you help us argue for our release?
You are not without presumption, but within a reasonable degree I can appreciate. I think I can make use of your talents. Captain, release these prisoners, unless you would like to detail to the High Phantasmage how you prevented an approved merchant of the state from doing business.
No, milady. We release them to your care. But the gods help you if they cause trouble here.
Oh, you wouldn't need to fear us, Captain. We'll stay out of your way.
That is not unwise, I assure you. The patrols of Samarak are not known for being a forgiving lot. Now, I have business to attend to with my 2 associates. In the meantime, I suggest you retire to Lyra's Trick, the local tavern. Come see me after you have rested yourself properly. Luare, Volo, you will accompany me back to the mercantile house. We must talk of the wreck of the Vigilant and other matters of great import.
Well, this is a fine situation to land ourselves in. Oh, really? You think? Being shipwrecked and being arrested isn't, what normal people constitute as average happenings around here. I, for one, wish to test my blade against these idiots. Now, let's just go to an inn and find some rest. As much as the pain can say it, our good old drow paladin Anya over here has a point. Gentlemen, let's go to an inn and rest. Agreed. Yeah. I don't like the rest of this place. You're not the owner. I figured I might as well do some of improv dialogue. Make the party dynamic a little bit more engaging. It seems like I can figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Well, welcome to the Open Palm Bazaar. At least we didn't get thrown in prison or killed because apparently we're either spies or Yuan-Ti. None of us look like fucking snakes. And none of us look like the spawn of Voldemort over here, so I think they're fucking idiots. I'm expecting to hear apples, to coppa in this fucking place now. Let's see, we have Sasani, Voldo, Shrine of Joaquin, crafting stations, and Lyra's Trick. Lyra? Lyra? I think it's Lyra, based on the spelling. Ah, well, to the inn! Largest, most powerful of the Yuan-Ti clans. House Sasane is currently ruled by power of an blah 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 blah. The fuck is this music? You know, based on our first entrance, I expect some type of Islander theme music, not fucking Middle East / Egyptian songs to be playing. And so what's with the fucking totem poles? What the fuck are we? Innkeeper! Where the hell's the innkeeper at? There you are. Happening! It's the thing! This older woman's eyes seem unfocused and hardly alert, as if in half in trance. But something about her assures that she is taking in everything going on in the room at a single glance.
My greetings, newcomers. By Lyra's eyes, you look exhausted. Come, stay for now, and let the grace of the Mistress of Illusions give you rest.
Thanks? And you are brought back refreshed. Lyra has blessed you with the rest, the illusion of death. Is it not wonderful? What else wish you? Isn't the goddess Lyra dead? Aye, that is what some say, but not her guys as illusions. And as illusions remain, that's not she. Who would not suit her to pretend she was gone? Perhaps, but what if someone took her portfolio? Still what she represented? And what if Lyra was never Lyra, but someone else? Or she was someone else and Lyra is now? Questions cover questions, gentle. You'll never know the truth. You must be pleased with the illusion. Okay, can I ask you something else? What else wish you? Well, for starters, what rumors have you heard? I hear tell as far away as Rashomon that the spirits are stirring. Something has woken. Something is hungry. That is all I heard. All the voices here can teach me. It is mysterious. Well, I think we have a timeline for this expansion. It's directly after Neverwinter Nights 2 Course campaign, but just as Mask of Betrayer is starting. So it's right in there. That's nice to know. Excuse me for a second. And I'm back. Yep, I'm definitely back in the saddle. Can't have a good video without something interrupting me once or twice. My life is cursed. Cursed, I say! Alright, I think we're done here. Well, this was an interesting little inn. Sure it is. Looks more creepy to me, but whatever. Okay. Ooh, guest book. Yeah, the exiled outcast. Spells Tio. Nice to know we can change out our party when we want to. Back to the Open Palm Bazaar. As now is midday. Doomslayer, guards. I can't tell if I'm lagging or not. Bounty Hunter. In Chulasar Mush. What? Okay, found a bunch of merchants.
And you're certain no progress has been made since then?
Yes, ma'am. Once the business at the keep was established, it seems they vanished. I've heard little talk about them since.
Sasani, I object. This traveler's information is suspect at best. Who knows but that he didn't hear your name and contact you hoping for coin?
You forget yourself, Miss Zehir. Master Volo was sent here by our associate, Ilfos, and this news is grave. And combined with recent events, it foretells things I am displeased to hear. But, perhaps, I see other survivors have seen fit to make an appearance. Wise of them. Volo, we shall discuss this more later. Nasirin, see to repairing your tone when you address me next. And Luare, I shall review your report on the wreck later.
Yes, my lady.
Yes, Lady Sasani. No problem at all.
Of course, my Lady Sasani. I am at your disposal.
Great. Just great. I thought we could get away from this bitch, but I guess not.
Welcome, travelers. I am Sasani, owner of this mercantile house, and it was a ship under my employ that you were traveling on, the ill-fated Vigilant. You may have noticed that the guards will not let you leave the city, Not that they wouldn't love to see you slain by the denizens of the wilderness, but they'd much rather do the job themselves. And with enough time, and without my protection, they will.
Really? Is that a threat?
It is a reality, traveler. The natives of this land do not take kindly to foreigners, and slights against their pride. Necessary to secure your freedom, yes, but it is not without its consequences. The Council of Samarak will not allow me to protect you unless you are under my employ, and if the guards do not see you perform this part, they will kill you at the slightest hint of suspicion. Fortunately, I have tasks that need doing, and I believe your resilience will help you to fill that role.
Well, as much as I'd like to offer you the party's skills at your disposal, I'm afraid that we're not very well equipped to the task. If you could offer us some gold to help you with this, we'd be eternally grateful.
A practical suggestion. You have foreseen the next step in my plans, and I presume this means you've agreed to the arrangement.
Shit!
There are a pair of tasks I should ask your assistance with, both of which require you to return to the scene of the shipwreck. Undoubtedly, you are not fond of this location, but it cannot be helped.
Well, I don't mind killing more of those... What are they called? Solomon, what were those things called again? Materia, if I'm remembering right. Right. I don't mind killing more of those, so what's the task?
That ship was carrying a number of goods valuable to my operation here. It would distress me if they were to be lost. If you were to return and acquire as much salvageable cargo as you were able, I should be pleased with the results.
Well, it's unlikely the goods will survive very long under the current conditions. And the materia probably have stolen some of the goods. But I'll see what we can do. What's after that?
The wreck. I am convinced it was not an accident, but I lack proof to support this theory. Take this report, investigate the area, and document what you find. The authorities will see this as a harmless insurance investigation, but it will tell me far more.
My ass.
Here, this ring shall prove that you are under my employ, and this gold should be sufficient to allow you to properly equip yourselves before you venture out of the city. While you are at the wreck site, see if you can find any additional survivors, and be wary. It seems both our fortunes have not been promising recently. I would be careful for any threats that seem intent on continuing that trend.
Ah, right. Tutorial trading. Sasani has tasked you with recovering her cargo. This will be your first interaction with the trading system. As Stormers are here, you can also choose not only to be an adventurer, but also a merchant. My god, they put a lot of role-playing mechanics in this, didn't they? At this point in the game, you can gather Sasani's ore and other rare resources you discover as you adventure around Samarak. I'm never going to pronounce that right, even after hearing it. You can then take these resources and use them for crafting or sell them to various towns in the region. When selling these resources, you will receive trade bars. These trade bars can be redeemed for gold, along with other hidden rewards as you trade. Note that different towns may offer different prices for resources. It helps to scout out the towns that offer the best prices. Ooh, damn. The cargo that you collect is measured in units. Sasani has provided you with enough carrying capacity to hold 10 cargo units. To view the cargo you are currently carrying, open the inventory tab, I by default, and click the wagon button. As you progress through the game, you will unlock additional resources and discover new aspects of the trading system. Holy shit. You're not carrying any trade goods at this time. Holy fuck. Does this ring do anything else? This signet ring is simply but elegantly crafted, displaying the crest of society's mercantile house. It bears some slight but beneficial enchantments. With this in your possession, you should be able to travel, somewhat, freely throughout the hostile land of Samarak. +1 to deflection and +5 HP. Okay, before we do anything else, let's level up. Next, our sneak attack damage is 3d6. We're level 5 already.
Very well.
And it's only the second episode. Crafting better weapons, getting more skills in Intimidate, more Taunt. Nothing new, unfortunately.
I will lead now. Follow.
Ooh, ability score modifier. Concentration, lore, spellcraft. New spell of level 2 variety, and another cantrip. What's useful for level 2? A lot of things actually. You blow forth a cloud of noxious air. Enemies in the area of effect are stunned and blind for 1d6 rounds. Okay. I'm making Solomon here to be more utility, so it's time to look at spells I rarely ever use.
You just follow me and stay close.
Concentration, healing, and lore. Ah, new feat. Let's go with extra smiting. Augment healing. Toughness. Alright.
Yes. Fall in behind me. What?
My god. Those saving throws are atrocious. Okay, well. Wait, holy shit, time passed rather fast. What the fuck? Well, we got a job. If you call indentured servitude a job. Well, at least we got paid to upgrade our equipment. It's better than nothing, I guess. You're just impatient to kill things, aren't you? You know me so well, don't you? Am I the only one who finds this weird? Shouldn't those two be hitting each other? Well, adventuring and camaraderie also bring together strange people in ways we do not understand. I guess I find it creepy as well. We can hear you two, you know. Great disagree. Well, enough dilly-dallying. Let's buy some new things, shall we? Notice that somebody wants to ignore the conversation at hand. Whatever, he's right. Let's go. I guess it's time to start finding a merchant. You're not who I want.
Clever choice, traveler. Dispense with the frippery of those around you. Ignore their seagull cries. You want things you can use, do you not?
Indeed. Show me your wares. What do you sell? You sell armor. You also sell basic weapons. Thankfully, though, I don't need much, actually. Stone of Alarm. Alarm! Alarm! When activated, it allows the party to rest inside interiors that would normally be too unsafe, such as caves or ruins. The stone fails to operate outdoors for some mysterious reason. I wonder why. Okay. How much? We got 2,000 gold right off the bat. Which means we can't buy 2 suits of full plate. How annoying. Let's see, leather armor, that's 2/6. My dexterity is at almost at 5. So let's buy myself a suit of studded leather. Let's get rid of the short sword, instead just have a normal rapier. Short sword that has a martial discipline, so get rid of it. Get rid of our leather armor. Okay, I'm set for the time being. Blood Edge.
Very well.
Get rid of this hide. Do you have a great sword? Yes, you do. It's one of the models I don't like. Oh. Still the great axe. 1d12 versus 2d6. This does more damage at bare minimum. Law of averages. Okay, we got a new weapon. Let's see if we can find a better suit of armor. We have scale mail. What's better? Chain? Chain shirt. Banded mail. What's half plate? Full plate. Heavy ironwood shield. Oh, so much stuff to buy. Oh, I'm gonna be coming back for that. Okay, let's buy a suit of banded mail. Sell the scale. You technically don't need anything.
Yes?
And we need to buy you proper weapons. Mainly a sword and shield. Gonna go sword and board for you. Sword. You can keep your longbow, just in case. Where is your shields at? There we are, heavy shields. Unfortunately, we can't buy a full suit of full plates, which is annoying. Buy 3. 6-1. Let's go with half plate. Even though banded mail is cheaper, it's just practically the same, but take what we can get. So scale mail and buy I would buy a tower shield, but Anya does not have proficiency in that, so heavy shield.
What?
Okay. We're kitted out.
Stay close.
We got new equipment.
Step where I step.
We got new weapons. Solomon doesn't really need anything right at the moment, so he's set for a while until we can have some actual coin in our pockets. You have fucking blue hair. You do have blue hair. Is there anyone else in this market I could talk to? Nope, just more merchants. Lindia Arturvik Umuja Maja. Oh boy. There are a lot of people to talk to, and I am over my hour limit. Even though I'm gonna have to cut out a couple minutes. Whatever. I'm gonna call it here regardless. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. This place is densely populated. That's probably why it's lagging so much. Camera! Work with me here so I can get a proper fucking... Too close. You're not gonna let me do the thing, are you? God. Oh, that's as close as you're gonna... Yeah, that'll work. Well, let's see. We survived being shipwrecked. Thank you, Volo. I want to say Volvo, but that's wrong. Let's see. We survived shipwreck. We're now indentured servants to a merchant bitch. And we're stuck on an island that wants to kill us. Fantastic. But, next time, we're going to talk to the various people with names in this bazaar. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been No Guy 21. This has been Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of Zehir. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you next time.